It's a very ancient saying, but a true and honest thought, that if you become a teacher, by your pupils you'll be taught. Oscar Hammerstein II. 10 things that our advisory and I have learned from Abby. Be empathetic. Have genuine concern for others. Be inclusive. Be kind. Be original. Be creative. Keep calm and carry on. Practice self-care daily. Enjoy good food. Live life with joy. Abby, you are wise beyond your years. Thank you for sharing your authentic self with us. It is an honor knowing you.
Thank you. My favorite of all Miss Burton's qualities is her attentive nature. Thank you for each time you've woken me up when I dozed off during assembly, for every thoughtful birthday present, for getting me Starbucks when I was stuck on campus with COVID during spring break, for the coloring book you got me because I was so stressed after I had just arrived at VES. You show that you care by showing that you notice things, and I will never take that for granted. To my advisees, old and new, I love y'all. Dinner soon, please? I am not a part of the Alpha Order, and trust me, that is for the best, because whenever I see a prospective student on a tour, attending classes, and especially spending the night in a dorm, I get a little jealous. I cannot believe people get to experience a day in the life at VES before becoming a bishop. I made the choice to attend VES 1,000 miles away from Lynchburg, solely based on pictures I had seen on Instagram and SmugMug. Anxious to see who my peers would be, I spent my summer scrolling through any roster that was available on campus. The directory couldn't come any slower. All I had was the faculty directory and the mountain biking roster. As I scrolled through the roster, my initial reaction was, I'm the only black girl in mountain biking. Granted, I was 2 people away from being the only girl in mountain biking at all, but Casey, Sophie, and I thugged it out. Shout out to Nick for holding it down all 4 years. I was one of the first to settle into McCormick, oblivious to the fact that this would be my home for 3 years straight. When all of the girls finally arrived, we had our first of many dorm meetings. I was overwhelmed by the new faces and intimidated by the fact that some of the girls had gone to summer camp together, were family friends, or shared an advisor at home. I scanned the crowd of my unfamiliar dorm mates, and yet again, not one of them looked like me. This became a recurring theme in classrooms, clubs, and chapel rows. It was odd to going from living on an island of people so homogenous that the handful of tourists stood out like sore thumbs to being the singular black girl in the entire freshman class. I couldn't help becoming self-conscious of differences that I didn't even consider just a month prior to my arrival. My patience grew by a mile that year. Every blessed day, people asked me questions, the answers to which would be common knowledge to people at home, but now I had to explain in layman's terms. No, my hair is not heavy. Yes, it took me 5 hours to do. No, you cannot touch it. Yes, I'm from the Bahamas. No, we do not ride dolphins to school. Yes, we speak English there. Ironically, I constantly had to repeat myself because people didn't understand what I was saying. Thank you, Mr. Rem, for giving me a platform to answer all of these questions at once during International Expo Day. Without fail, I was treated weekly to a new story from my peers about how they'd been to Nassau once on a Disney cruise, or had just come back from Paradise Island, were going to Harbor Island over spring break, or spending their summer at the island school. But their memory of their vacation could only take the conversation so far. There was no one in my grade that I could click with based on common experiences or shared culture. Forced to create bonds beyond face value, I had to get over the fear that I was imposing myself on people that would only judge me. I had to go out of my comfort zone and speak to people who at first glance I thought I shared nothing in common with. And I proved this thought wrong. Although the friends I made didn't listen to dance hall or eat peas and rice, they introduced me to new genres that grew on me and shared snacks with me that would surpass some of my favorites from home. The more I the more work I put into getting to know others, the more we fostered interests that we both enjoyed. Nonetheless, my sheer excitement when Ava arrived our sophomore year was unfathomable. It didn't matter to me whether we talked every day. We did not have to be attached by the hip. Her simply being here, her presence on dorm and in my classes made me feel less alone. If I were given a choice to go to another high school, I would choose VES again. But that does not change the fact that there is much room for improvement here. After 4 years at VES, I still haven't shared a dorm with someone that looks like me, but that matters less and less with every year. These girls have known me since I was 13, and I don't care that they're not Bahamian, I still consider them my sisters. Especially Anna, my friend at first sight, who's holding my mom right now. Y'all may not be able to help me with my hair, but I will always take pride and joy in doing yours. Now that we've known each other for years, I don't have to feel alone in a room full of people here ever again. For those who've been put in spaces where nobody looked like them, celebrated like them, or joked like them. For anyone who has felt that everyone had at least one friend that felt like home, and all you had was your friend on FaceTime. For those who wish they were home right now, I see you. Life can be mean. I found home in so many people who once came to VES and then left. The better the friend, the more I miss them. These circumstances make my friendships even more special. They're all built out of places of discomfort. They're all like flowers growing out of cracks in the concrete. They're beautiful, unexpected, and they persevere. Attending VES taught me that if I overcame the differences between others and myself, I can build a support system based off of more than just shared experiences and common upbringings, although it is nice to have that as a foundation. Wherever I may end up, I will be able to adjust well to spaces that feel isolating. Without the support of Mrs. Clark, Mrs. Porter, Miss Anderson, Georgia, Rosalind, Kayla, Anya, Rachel, Christina, and Michaela, I would have never had the courage to stay true to myself through it all. Y'all were role models to me just by being you. I wish I could remember all of the things adults told me I wouldn't understand until I got older. When I was in the second grade, my teacher, Miss Knowles, prefaced this statement with those words, "Y'all won't understand this until you're older. When your parents tell you no, it's because they love you." 5-year-old me rolled my eyes so hard they hit the back of my head. I couldn't fathom being told no out of love. Over the past 4 years, there have been countless occurrences where VES faculty taking advantage of in loco parentis and saying no has saved my butt. Miss Knowles, I fear you were right. Mr. Button told my first roommate, Charlotte, no, she could not get a ferret and keep it in our room. Thank you, Mr. Button. No matter how much I pleaded, the nurses in the infirmary told me no. I could not go watch my Oscar-nominated film because I had a fever of 103. Thank you. I was obviously delirious. To the dorm moms who told me no, I could not have my phone until I got my room clean. Thank you. Now I keep it cleaner due to trauma. To the dorm parents that told me no, I could not dye my hair on dorm. I'm sorry. To my big sib Casey Caprice who told me no, I could not do both cross-country and mountain biking. God bless you. I just picked what sounded fun, and I would do mountain biking again before I ever do cross-country. Seniors, we only have 187 days before graduation. Let's aim to complete at least one assignment a week. Love y'all. Thank you.